This is Casey Mackey. We're going to be interviewing him today about the Interrupted Scholars Act. Hi, Casey.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. All right. We wanted to start off the interview by asking you, how do you think your education has been affected as a foster care child?
I think my education, it hasn't been really affected that much because the situation. I was in foster care. I moved 3 times throughout my life. The first time, I really wasn't in school around that time. My second time, it affected me a little bit, but I stayed in the same school. It affected a little bit because the stress with the moving around and the situation that happened. My grades declined a little bit, but after like a month and some weeks, my foster parents worked with me and my sister, and basically from there on my grades went up, and it was pretty good. My third time, it was kind of hard because I switched schools and actually switched places where I lived at. So it was a little hard until I made some friends, and then after that, it actually increased, and I actually graduated in the same school system. Since from 7th grade, I graduated out with honors. So.
That's great. And it's good to hear it actually worked out for you to stay in the same school. I'd like to follow that up by asking if you have heard of the Uninterrupted Scholars Act, and also how you think that could have possibly helped your family or any of your sisters.
Oh yeah, I heard a little bit about it, but as I know it, it's for foster kids to stay around the same school system in the same community. Like I said, it really helped me a lot to stay in the same community, even though the third time moving, I moved to a different community, but that was during the summer. Once I got acclimated to that community, I really excelled. I have a twin sister who actually really didn't excel that well. She moved from school to school, and not like during break. She moved from school to school in the middle of semesters. So when I was in my senior year of high school, she was actually demoted to a freshman around her freshman sophomore year because they kept losing her credits. I actually had another sister that did not graduate. Well, almost didn't graduate on time because of they lost her credits while she was transferring schools.
Wow.
So some of her credits didn't actually transfer. Actually, and she went to the school like across town from where I went. So it was kind of hard. So I think trying to keep kids in the same school, in the same community that they're already acclimated into, it gives them a source of comfort, basically. They already know their school system. They already have friends established.
Right.
They already know the town that they're in. So it's not as hard as moving to a different school system as it was for me moving to different school system in the middle of the summer. So trying to keep kids in the same community is positive, and that way their education is not interrupted by stressful things. They still have outlets to go to. They still have teachers. They still have students that they recognize, and friends and mentors. So keeping them in the same area is really helpful.
That's great. That's great. And then my last question for you would just be, do you think this would be a positive step towards education in foster care?
Absolutely, it would be. Like I said, it gives students an outlet to go to. Since I have connections established and friendships and relationships established, you don't have to make a new one. So it's uninterrupted. Basically, as in my move from Stokes to Rockingham County, where I'm from to Reedsville, I actually, my first couple weeks was not good. I actually have a friend that goes to state. Actually, her name is Kiana Pratt. We've been friends since 7th grade year, since I moved. So it was just the area I moved into was just a welcoming area. But I know other kids didn't have this have a welcome like I did. I actually have friends that struggled in school because of movement. I also have my sisters struggled in school because of movement. As I know of, the only people that's graduated from high school in my family has been me and my second oldest sister. And I'm the only one in my family that actually graduated with honors and go to college.
Wow.
So I would say movement in foster care has a great deal to do with not poor education. Well, they lose connection with their education, so they're not focused on learning because of all the stress that's happening.
Right.
They're focused on other things like family, friends, people they know in their community. So to eliminate, and that takes in that affects grades. So I think it's good that they're trying to eliminate that factor, so that if they want to do something, if they want to go to college or whatever they want to do, their community, their outside community is not a factor. That they keep them in one place, because jumping from school to school, from county to county, is really hard for a person.
Yeah.
And then not only that, they start detaching themselves from certain people, or start developing. They really don't express their emotions, and they start detaching feelings for others.
Right.
So, and they don't develop mentally or emotionally like they're supposed to. So, I think with all that considered, that it's a really good thing that what they're trying to do now is trying to keep them focused in one community, one school system. So.
Great. Thank you so much, Casey.
Are you welcome?